What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott and it's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning, I wanted to talk about a few things, just a general discussion about XRP, Bitcoin, the internet of value, people being extremely impatient and people chasing the money right now. Everyone's chasing the money, and it's amazing, mate, how many people online, on Twitter, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, no matter what platform you're on, it can be YouTube comments, it's amazing how many people seem to think that once we get a new all-time high in the next couple of years, that not long after that it's done. It's done. It's done and we're there at the promised land then. They're multi-millionaires and they're off on the beach for the rest of their life. Well, good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that, mate. Invest in the internet of value. Invest in Bitcoin. Invest in XRP, in Ethereum, in IOTA, yeah, in VeChain, Casino Coin. You getting any coin you want, right? But make no mistake, if you want true long-term gains, you're gonna have to hold long-term, bro. Or sister. Say brah, bro. I mean, it's genderless, that. Brah, bro. But yeah, long-term gains, it's kind of in the name. You don't get long-term gains in 2 years. That ain't long-term. Right? Seems like a lot of people are unhappy with their current life and they're chasing the money, they're chasing the quick fix, and that house of cards going to come falling right down on you. When we consider how much extra volume is going to go in to not just XRP, not just the XRPL, but all usable ledgers, all practical ledgers, right? Whether it's a part of Hyperledger, whether it is the XRPL, whether it's Bitcoin running on XRPL, whether it's VeChain, it's Casino Coin, IOTA, win the cars. It doesn't matter. It's all about the internet of value, and they're all going to have the place. So yeah, invest in it. Invest in yourself as well. I've said it many times before. Do what I'm doing here. I enjoy this. I love doing this. Is why I'm not just going to keep doing it about crypto. I'm going to talk about other things. Cinnamon and coil. So as content creators, understand that now, right now, today, you can go on coil and become a you can go on coil and become a contributor today, right now. Yeah? Go on Cinnamon Video, sign up today, right now. Start putting content out, share it with other contributors, and when them contributors watch your content, you're paid per second 100% of the revenue. There's no ads, there's no pop-ups, it's just your video or your content, your podcast, whatever. Video on Cinnamon Video. You can do a blog on the Coil website. And it's all there. It's all there. It's there today. That's today. 100% of the revenue. You can just go on there and talk about anything. It doesn't have to be cryptocurrency. You could talk about absolutely anything. And the future we're heading for, guys, is not one where you're just going to want to sit on your fucking ass on a beach. I mean, 5G will blow crypto up something rotten. We talk about instant settlements. Money moving the way information does today. Well, I still get buffer face now and then. I'm on buffer face when I'm sending money, do I? Sometimes struggle to get signal in a certain, well, you move information proper fast, can't we? But if we're in a dark spot, you're fucked. So how do people think we're getting instant settlement anywhere in the world? Pretty much like that. On 4G and current tech. We're not. It's 5G's making that happen. 5G. So not only do we have to wait for crypto regulation for institutional investment and all the bonds and all that kind of shit to take hold, and they put the derivatives on ledgers and shit. Regulation, right? We're then waiting for 5G and the Internet of Things to catch up with what crypto wants to do. So we've got a fortune thing here. Let's see let's see if they mention value, because this is about the Internet of Things applications having an $11 trillion impact by 2025. By 2025. That's between 2025 and 2030. I'm telling you now, people are going to get shocked. But let's go with it and see how much they say about value, and see if they go on about the devices actually making payments, because if they don't, if it's just people making payments through the devices and that gets to 11 trillion, what's the impact of the devices actually making payments for you going to do, i.e. pay your bills when it's ready? Companies have a great deal to gain from the Internet of Things. The business leaders who tackle the obstacles to implementing these systems and invest in new capabilities early stand to gain the most from building competitive advantages. The Internet of Things, a term used to describe the use of sensors and other internet-connected devices to track and control physical objects, opens up entirely new ways of doing business. It's now possible to track individual components and products as they travel on ships, planes, or trucks. Sensors can weigh all of the parts in an inventory bin in a factory, or all of the sweaters in a store stockroom, enabling new levels of supply chain efficiency and inventory management. With IoT sensors, they are called on equipment companies can monitor. With IoT sensors, as they are called, as they are called, on equipment companies can monitor machine performance continually and schedule maintenance only when it's needed, or predict where there's a danger of breakdown. The application of this technology can reduce maintenance costs by up to 25%, cut unplanned outages by up to 50%, and extend the lives of machines by years. The Internet of Things can also give rise to new business models that could alter the basis of competition. Products that report how they are actually being used can provide much better insight to customer behavior than focus groups. Connected products can even adapt to their customer preferences and ability to offer almost anything. From a drill press to a car to an aircraft engine, as a service can transform the very nature of what is bought and sold. In our research for the McKinsey Global Institute, we looked at more than 150 specific IoT applications that exist today, or could be in widespread use within the next 10 years, and estimate that they could have a total economic impact of $3.9 trillion to $11.1 trillion per year by 2025. We also found that more than 2/3 of value will be generated in business-to-business settings, and that business customers and consumers will likely capture more than 90% of the value created. To capture this value, however, businesses need to overcome 3 significant obstacles. They need to push technology vendors to provide connected, interoperable components and systems with analytics. They must address the security and privacy concerns, and most importantly, they must make organizational changes to maximize creating the strategic benefits that IoT can provide. Here's a look at these obstacles in detail. Right, there's a lot here now. But basically, this is going to fundamentally change not only how the human race live, how they get entertained, how they send stuff, how they receive stuff, how we pay for stuff, how we track databases. It is going to fundamentally change the way the world works, without a shadow of a doubt. Connected, interoperable systems. And you could be the next. You could make one of these systems. Don't let anyone tell you you can't make a ledger. You're probably just too lazy to learn how to do it, or haven't got the time, or don't believe that you've got the intelligence. You probably have. You're watching me, so you ain't stupid. Sorry about that, apologies. I've got to get my morning cappuccino in. Connected interoperable systems with analytics. Companies need to deploy connected systems that are interoperable with one another and with other information systems. We estimate that interoperability is required for 40% of the potential value that the Internet of Things can provide. In addition to connecting interoperable devices, companies must integrate and customize the analytical software that can derive business insight, e.g., prediction and optimization from real-time streams of data from sensors. For example, many of the components on a Model Oil platform now connected are over 30,000 sensors on such a platform, but less than 1% of the data generated by these sensors are currently used for decision making. A majority of the predictable maintenance issues require data from multiple components to be combined and analyzed. The big one, privacy and security. Do you really care about privacy? Like, how much do you care about privacy when you can sell your data? You talk about companies knowing where you went, knowing what sites you went on, knowing what you've searched, all that. They can have it all for me if they're going to pay for it. They're already getting it. So start paying me for it, and you can know what you want about me. Know absolutely anything you want about me, as long as you pay for the information. Just pay for the information and I will tell you anything. Anything. I can't afford that info though. But seriously, privacy and security. One of the biggest challenges for companies that hope to capitalise on the Internet of Things is protecting company and customer data. A range of IoT-based applications depend on access to consumer data, including data collected passively from customers' behaviour. For example, one use of the technology could be fully automated checking out in retail settings. Customer could literally walk out the door of the store without having to wait in line or even swipe a card. The Amazon store. So quickly, the Amazon store had the idea that you'd have an Amazon app, you'd have an Amazon account, you put money in the account, you walk in the Amazon store, you've got chips on all the items. When you take an item, your phone and the app knows it's within a couple of feet of you. You've not put it back, you've walked with it, you walk out of the shop with it, and it takes it out your app. 2025 and beyond, baby. Ain't no fucking big gains before then. Wind your necks in. You might get gains and you might feel big. But seriously, prepare yourself for 2025 because it's going off. Data gathering beacons can scan tags on all the items in a shopping cart, total the bill and debit the customer's account, perhaps even deducting mobile money from the customer's smartphone. We estimate that automated checkout could be worth as much as $830 billion per year in reduced costs for retailers around the world in 2025. Staff money coming down. That's what I say when Tesco gets automated and they've saved 300 grand a year in wages because they had to sack 10 people on 30k. Am I saving money on my products then? Are the Tesco products coming down, or is Tesco getting more profit? Tesco paying more tax? What's that going to lead to? The world is going to fundamentally change, guys. This is what I'm trying to say. Other applications depend on tracking customers by following the smartphones to offer discounts based on what aisle the shopper is in. For example, but implementing these applications will require building trust with consumers, ensuring that data will only be used in certain ways and will not fall into the wrong hands. This is a significant challenge given the many well-publicised data breaches in recent years. Companies will need to work with technology vendors and invest in data security capabilities. Companies will also need to build protections for their own data and intellectual property. When they implement IoT systems, every sensor is a potential entry point for hackers, and the consequence of a breach is enormous. What if hacker seizes controls of all the machines on a factory floor? Blockchain, baby. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't mention blockchain. It will not put them both together to say, look, the solution's already there. They've just got to make it, and they've just got to create it. It's blockchain. It's put it on smart contracts. How do I know my data's not being used in such a way? Well, I'll have my own personal ledger that I've created myself, that I've signed up to, that I add my data to, and everywhere I go, the data's tracked to there, and then anyone who wants to pull that data and get access to it gives me money, pays me, and it drips in. And then if they down the line, they're holding a smart contract on my data then. They start dishing that out to people they shouldn't be. going to get flagged in the system. This is all, again, the regulation. It's not just regulation about how an institutional guy is going to invest and is he going to be insured. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about that. It's about the whole thing, everything under the umbrella. Creating the right organisation. Even the largest, most sophisticated corporations struggle to make the most of the information technologies. The Internet of Things only adds to the challenge. The most important benefits of IoT investments, both strategically and operationally, stem from the ability to capture, analyse and act on the data that can be collected. This requires not only sophisticated technology, but also an organisation that can share data and management that is ready to make data-driven decisions. IT experts will need to become more deeply embedded in operations as processes are redesigned around IoT, and managers at every level will need to learn how to interpret real-time data, i.e. the integration of information technology and operations technology. Owners of the data, the Chief Information Officer, the Chief Financial Officer, the Chief Marketing Officer, and the Chief Operating Officer will need to share their data. Most importantly, top executives will need to learn to rely on machines to make some real-time decisions, where to allocate more staff, or where to slow down an assembly line, for example, to harness data for their own decision making. Companies have a great deal to gain from the Internet of Things, with business leaders who tackle obstacles to implementing these systems and invest in new capabilities earlier stand to gain the most from building competitive advantages. This article originally ran in Fortune. So, I don't think that many people are going to care about privacy once they start being paid for their data. I don't think there's enough people planning for 2025 and beyond. I don't think there's enough people planning full stop to just bought into crypto and are waiting for it to moon. Just wait for moon and my life's going to be fixed. It's a weird one. I personally think we should be chasing our dreams. We should be turning hobbies into brands. We should be turning hobbies into jobs. We should be turning our life into just an earning life where we just live a life we want to and we earn from it. This is what Cinnamon, Coil, and other systems and platforms like that are going to enable. To simply just document your life, just to have a chat with like-minded people online and for them to watch you and to put up with 5 seconds of an ad, occasionally 30 seconds. If it's on YouTube, if the Cinnamon contributors, there is no ads, they're just watching you, and for as long as they watch, right, I'm just going to have a little watch and look for crypto here for 20 minutes. Sweet. For 20 minutes, we get paid per second in XRP off that contributor. Talk with that. Like, people need to wake up. Don't get me wrong, I expect gains this year, little bit, next year, yeah, 2022, probably. You know what I mean? 2023, who fucking knows what price it's going to be by then when the migration's finished, but you think it's stopping with just cross-border payments and remittance payments. You got another thing coming, man. You need to wake up and realise what's actually happening. This is a full-on digital revolution that's going to change the world, change the way we run society, change the way we exchange value, change the way we track data, change the way we track people. Yeah, change the way we earn, work, live. It's gonna change everything. You just need to give it time. Guys, enjoy your week. I've got a busy day today, mate. I've got to go accountants and everything, and it's already getting late. You're up in 10 minutes, and I'm not ready. I might have to postpone it to tomorrow. I've not finished the fucking accounts, but it is what it is. Also, I need some sun. I need some sunshine. Roll on summer. But yeah, guys, honestly, I'm going to do more content about it, and most probably on the Love for Media page, because it's not really crypto related, except for being on Coil and Cinnamon and that. But people need to chase the hobbies. They need to start documenting your goggle boxes, Love Islands, all that bullshit, what the mainstream media are doing at the moment. 5, 10, 20 years, everyone's going to earn money doing that. And if you start now, you'll have a big following in 5 years. You start on Cinnamon now, there is no Cinnamon influencers. No one's talking about that in the school playground. No one's talking about it in the canteen at work. They'll talk about Instagram influencers. They'll talk about YouTube influencers and all this shit. And sooner or later, someone's going to mention Charlie Danello, whatever she's called, as a TikTok influencer, when she starts getting more deals and showing off more products and that, she's going to start influencing her following to do things. There's no cinnamon influencers yet. Start building your following on there and become one of the first ones. It's if you don't want to come on camera and you think, oh, I don't want to go on camera, I mean, I could write a blog, mate, but I can't do vlogs. And then Coil's for you. Blogs on Coil, done, 100%. I'm doing some more content on it because I want to help people push to just, even if you're only making what you make now, you don't have to become rich. Just make what you make now, doing this. You just get up in the morning and you spend a little bit of time in front of a camera and you edit some videos and all that, and then the rest of your day is yours on the same wage you're on now. I'm not saying I earn what I earn here now or I am on site, but we're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I'll be back on site within the next few weeks, 100%, no shadow of a doubt, unless we start mooning or another business plan or some other arm that we've got going starts increasing. We might do live streams to try and get me some money. Who knows yet? Who knows? But we have to plan for the future and we have to get happy. And I'm telling you now, sat here on this chair in this little shed, as some of you like to call it, it's a fucking summer house, right? Shed store products, summer house you're chilling. Sheds are for storage, summer house is for chilling. That's the difference, bruh. Don't try and make it seem like I'm trying to act posh. It's legit. Shed storage. See that there? That's a fucking shed. Storage. This is a summer house. But I enjoy doing this. I enjoy bringing you a little bit of content. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing them. I know Kurt don't, but I do now and then. And I'd like to help you live a life you enjoy and that you're happy about, and grow your confidence and your self-esteem and not give a fuck what anyone else says, and get some patience. So yeah, stay tuned for more of that. I love for media, and let's just get on the road to 2025. Lay yourself a path for 2025. Get patient, get happy. Invest in the internet of value. I don't give a fuck what coin, just make sure it makes you smile. And it's a good project with a good official use case, with some good partnerships. Yeah. And then live long and hodl it. Stay happy. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. Have a good week. Have a good Monday. You know the script. We love crypto. We love XRP. And we love you. Peace out.